Welcome to this Permadeath series for No Man's Sky, and we are starting the video up on my bridge of my freighter simply because I think it's time I need to get a bit more serious about these frigate missions so that I can start making some serious money and get some serious resources. And a big thank you for all comments and feedback. You give me a couple of ideas of how to go forward, especially with respect to sending the missions out and not coming back damaged. And I think the general consensus is that if you're going to send out a frigate mission, I've already got one that's currently running, but just to show you, is that what you've got to do is find missions that aren't relatively that strong. You can see I've got this mission that's currently running. And then what you need to do is get the number of ships in. So if I come in here, I mean, I've got damaged ships at the moment, so I won't send the mission out. But what you actually do is you select ships to get the star rating as high as possible. And I think one suggestion was to get to level 5. Well, the mission I currently got running, I could only get to level 4, and that gave me an idea. And that is, rather than sending out two missions which are relatively weak, is to send out one fairly strong mission. If I come round here, and I'll show you the consequences. You can see I've actually got 4 damaged frigates at the moment, which I've got to go and repair again. But my idea is that I'm going to start sending out missions that are made up of, I mean, you can send out, is it 5 ships in each mission. So what I was going to do is send out 4 powerful ships and then one of the C-class frigates alongside, so that the lower ships start to get experience, so that eventually they're all going to move towards A-class. And once I start getting the A-class frigates, then I can start going to 2 missions and 3 missions and build it up that way. Then hopefully what I will do is stop getting these damaged components, because it's annoying that I've got pretty powerful combat ships and they're actually getting damaged. But that's the current situation. I just wanted to talk about that because I do really need to get this up and running, and that's going to be the strategy going forward. And just to show you here, I mean, I've only literally kicked the mission off about 10 minutes ago. So I've got 5 frigates out here. I don't think you actually get any details on the frigates, do you? It just tells you what you speak to the commander. Yeah, inspect the ships. So this is the mission that I've actually sent out, and what I've actually done is sent out 2 pretty powerful ships and a B class, and that's given me a level 4 rating on a mission which is effectively level 1. So I'm hoping by going out in force, what will happen is this mission will be successful, there'll be no damage, and then hopefully if I do it often enough, these ships will start to level up and get a bit more powerful. And the second option with this is going to be that I'm going to start trying to look for frigates that maybe I can buy that are higher than level C. So that's going to be the way forward. But if you've got any other ideas on leveling up ships, feel free to chuck it in the comments. So that's the first part of this video done with. Now the second part is probably going to be a little bit controversial, and I think it's now time to decide which of these 2 fighters I'm going to keep and develop. And for any of you who have not followed the series, it's been a little while since I've done it, and what I've got on one side is I've got this fighter, the Silver Fury, which I've been building up ever since the update came out where it allowed us to upgrade ships. You can see this is now a 36 slot B class. On this side I've actually got a 20 slot S class, which so far I haven't upgraded at all. This is exactly as I bought it, and you can see this is Wanderlust 4 and this is the Silver Fury. And of course at the back here I've got my Needle ship, which I definitely want to keep. So I've got to choose between these 2 ships. And my instinct is that, given the costs of leveling up, is to go with the S class and then develop it. And then actually effectively this is the ship we're going to go up and take apart. So let's get in here. I mean, just to show you the stats, we're going to jump into Silver Fury. I mean, I've got quite a lot of resources in here that I need to do, but you can see, I mean, this is a fairly powerful ship. But I think it is the one that's going to have to go. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take out the technology. I think that could be worth it. I mean, it's a little bit kind of unsettling having to do this, but I don't think I've really got a lot of choice. Dismantle, 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 dismantle. I don't think that won't let me dismantle the photon cannon. And of course we've got other resources up here. Rewrite technology, rewire technology. So I can't actually dismantle the conflict scanner. Oh well, never mind. And can't dismantle that. Dismantle that. And we can't dismantle. So these are base technologies that we can't do anything about. Of course, what I do want to do is send this to just dump this into the. I can go to the high capacity. I think we'll just dump all this into the exosuit. Oops, I should have put that in the high capacity. I'll sort this out afterwards. Some more antimatters and cobalt mirror. I know that if I'd kept the technology, we would have probably got a better price for the ship, but I think that's the way it goes. And I've deliberately brought the freighter close to the trading station. I've got a feeling that the aliens have got something against me in this game, because every time I come in the space station, they're always leaving. So it's almost like, he's coming, let's go boys. Now the one possible problem I'm going to have now is I've effectively consumed everything in here. So we're going to need to make some space in here for the... What was it going to say? Inventory full tronium. Well, I suppose one way to do this is if I go that way, put this in the high capacity, and then just keep dumping stuff. Yeah. Wiring looms. Yeah, thank you again. Condense. Got a pile of. I don't really need the silicate powder in there. Always get rid of that if I need to. Put the antimatters in there. Put that in there. Whoops. Right, let's see if we can sell off this ship here. Drones deployed, yes. Well, claim scrap, so we get 19 million for this because I've effectively taken it apart. Warning: Starship filter server failure would be destroyed. Selfish decision. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to make. I think we'll discard that. I don't think. And the sodium nitrates. When I've got nanotubes, I can always manufacture those. And the steel plates. I mean, they're not exactly rare items. And I've got tritium hypercluster. That can go there. If that will allow me. Claim ship scrap value. Salvage drones deployed. Silver Fury immediately processed for scrap. We've got a whole load of got a storage augmentation, got a positronic module, photon cannon module. I mean, I could use it. Do I really need this ultra knife module when there's lots of B classes? The photon cannon module. I suppose that's about the only thing there. The rest are Star Shield module, that could be useful. I think what we're going to do is just go and sell off some stuff first to get some space in my inventory. And get some of that cash sorted out. Right, we've got thermal panels, which we'll sell off. Keep the cup. Spool of nano cables, that's 6 million. I'll send yourself that. Fusion accelerant, that's going to give me another 3 million. Compressed indium scraps, that's another 3 million. Subatomic regulators. Recycled circuitry. Tank coolants. Reinforced piping. And we got a handful of cogs. Once useful spring. Sell 5 for 5,000. Certainly going to keep the storage augmentation. Wow, I've got 26 wiring looms. Oh well, never mind. And I think that is about it. That's got me space, giving me space in here. I think what I am going to do is get rid of everything except the shield and the photon cannon, so that we can keep things tidy. But at the same time, you're the ship guy. Purchase modules, sell. Right. Photon cannon and starship, so we can sell you. Sell the intraknife and the cyclotron module. Keep these two just for the moment. And have we got anything here that's nothing there of great interest? So, I want to cut back with that. Activated cadmium. And we get this is completely chock-a-block. Warp fuse, got paraffinium. I could put some stuff in the ship, but first what I want to do is he's leaving again. What we're going to do is skip back to the capital vessel. Oops. And we're going to get into here. I must admit, I do really like all the pipe work on the side of these ships. That's the reason why I've ended up with two. Because I bought the first one and then I saw this one as an S-Class. What we got here? Why have I got a Walker Brain in here? And I've got some gold in here for some reason. I'm not sure why, but we can put the photon. I mean, we need to upgrade this ship as much as possible. So what we can do is the photon cannon module. So we'll install that there for the moment. We've already got shields. I think I could probably put another shield technology on. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. As we expand the inventory of this ship, we can rearrange all the technology. And what I want to do now is just get back over here. And what we can do is just do the upgrade starship. And we've only got the one augmentation. I mean, we could purchase extra storage with 6 million, I suppose. I think it'd be quite nice to fill that hole in. We'll fill that hole in. I think considering the other ship donated 19 million, I think we can probably purchase some storage. Well, that's gone up to 7 million, but I think we're going to purchase one more. I think we'll just go for the general storage here. Wow, we can do multiple purchases. Oh well, I will go down to, we can do one more. I think we'll go for a technology slot. We've now increased the size of the ship, and that's actually also increased the potential value of the ship as well, which is good. I think we can probably move you up to there for the moment, because this is probably where your permanent home would be. Then again, it depends on how I set this up, and probably I think temporarily we'll change that. Actually, see if that actually changes anything. Let's put this back here. At the moment the shield strength is 262.8. If I come here, that's going to drop down to 5. So that's actually worse. I think this accumulates better from that perspective there. And I think this is one of the nice things about the fact that you can move the technologies now. You can experiment with the layout. I think that's all the specific stuff to do with the ship upgrade. I'm not going to use this ship just for the moment because I'm still not completely happy with its performance. Plus, what I want to do now is go down on the planet and we're going to see if we can look for some crashed freighters and some cactus plants. So what we're going to do now is just get down onto here. Up back into here. Because we got this planet. This is as far as I remember correctly, this is a single planet system. Yep. But it's the type of planet that I want because it's got cactus flesh on it. The reason I'm looking for cactus flesh is that I want cactus flesh to plant up my farm in the base. Because I need to get the farms up and running as well. What have we got here? It's like some kind of distress beacon. Let's just check that out. Because that might be useful. Because the other thing I also want to look for is crashed freighters. Thank you, game. We've got intermittent wind blasting, ever-present sentinels, abundant flora. But hopefully, because this is it's hazardous flora and destination reached. I mean, this is just a waypoint. I don't think we're going to get much off of this. What have we got here? Minor settlement test detected. Thank you, game. Now, what have we got here? Subterranean vortex cubes. I suppose I could take them. I've got a little bit of space and they're not exactly a problem. We've got some tetracobalt as well, which we can do something with. And what I want to do, I've got some. We come into here. Where's the one? I don't want inhabited outpost. I don't want a secure site of interest. I want a distress signal. So we're just gonna punch out for a distress signal. In theory, that should take us to a crash freighter. Then again, it may not. We'll probably end up, with my luck, what we'll probably find is another crash ship. This is distress beacon. Yeah, so with my luck, we'll probably end up finding another crash ship, which I'm going to want to keep. But then, I suppose, one way of looking at it is that if I get another crash ship, I can always get it, claim it, and then get it up onto the freighter, and then we can sell that one for the upgrades. So it could be a win-win. Oops. I just want to go to the miner settlement first. Wait. Wow. Hey. What happened there? I think I came in a little bit too quick. We'll be a bit more gentle. Some antimatter. We'll take the rusted metal for the ferrite. Another thing I need to get sorted out is my base. I keep meaning to come in and have a session sorting out all the vaults and stuff like that, but life at the moment has just been so busy. What have we got here? B class. Nah. I'm just going to extract the nanites. Wait. Grab the condensed carbon. Going to give me encrypted data. So, more encrypted data. Can't seem to get that one to work. He wandered off somewhere. Give me some standing with the Corvax. Just want to see nitrogen salt. Well, we'll take the dihydrogen jelly. Again, I think somebody mentioned in the comments about the frigate fuel, and I keep thinking I need to get that a bit more efficient. I like the semiconductors. I think we're going to buy the semiconductors. I need that for advanced manufacturing. And semiconductors can be a little bit, I don't know why I did that, can be a little bit rare. Oh well. A long while since I've actually gathered the plants. Wait, don't go away. You might give me a mission. Research the Corvax convergence states you are a traveller. Do you know about Atlas? Please, excitement. Mere symbol appears, a mysterious diamond shape with red orb. Show knowledge of the symbol. Visible electrical charge pulses through the life form. They are thrilled, but there's another dimension to their action. This is almost as if they are scared. By bowing, they present a gift to aid me on my journey. The game seems to be in give useless weapons mode at the moment. Well, strictly speaking, they're not useless weapons. They're just something I'm not looking for at the moment. I'll grab that. Put that in the high capacity. Like just gave me nanites. And put some more in the high capacity. The reason I'm collecting rusted metal is that that's my new strategy for ferrite dust, is to collect the rusted metal and then keep it as a rusted metal, just to show you. If I come into the exosuit, you can see I've got 54 there, but if we come into here, I put in rusted metal there, so you get 2 to 1. So in some ways, if you need ferrite dust and you are going to carry it around and you've got a personal refiner, what you can do is you carry rusted metal, which means that you're actually carrying the equivalent of twice the amount. Let's put that back in, turn that back into ionized ionized, I forgot what that actually is. Oh. Ionized cobalt. Is it? Yeah. Yeah. Synthesized from ionized cobalt, and then you can take it back to ionized cobalt. Because ionized cobalt is actually worth more than tetracobalt, which is a bit of an oddity, but that's the way it is. I can't take that. That can go to the high capacity. We got some there. That can go to High capacity. Probably sell the Gek Relic. And we could probably sell those vortex cubes as well, actually, come to think of it. No point carrying around. I just really wish they get rid of that thing that flashes when the personal refiner's running. I mean, it'd be far more better if it was just like a symbol that came up on the screen than that. Must admit, it does irritate me a lot. Let's see. Come down here. Well, we can make a profit from that. Sell the Gek Relic. So again, you see here that 2 Tetra Cobalt are only worth 12,000. If we come to, I don't know if this is actually going to be ready yet. It's still building. Let's just have a look. You got 250. So if we come in here, so effectively what you get is one of these. So you can see it says 1 to 150. I suppose what you should do really is set it to 150. So you only do. I wonder if that's more efficient. There's a puzzle for everyone. So if I go back into here and we sell here, go down and find the ionized here. Wow, 1,150. But you can see if I go down to 100, round 100, well, we can do 300. You can see there that's worth 93,000. So that's effectively, well, that's not even. Let's see, it's worth even more than that actually, because I can't count. You can see, so 2 Tetra Cobalt actually is 300, isn't it? So if we get up to 300, ionized cobalt is worth 121,000, and that's equivalent to 2 Tetra Cobalt. So if we sell that, and then I don't think I've got any Tetra Cobalt left in here. Let's just confirm that. There we are. You can see, so that is the markup on Tetra Cobalt. So you never want to sell Tetra Cobalt by itself. You always need to break it down into ionized cobalt. And nothing else here. I think that needs to go to high capacity. That needs. Okay. Wow. Wow, I've got 1,000 silver here. I've got more than enough now to start building my base, actually. Okay. But that's not the focus of this video. Do not get distracted. We are looking for distress beacons and cactus flesh, because I want a crash freighter. What I'm hoping is if I do enough crash freighters, I might find the frigate tech to be able to install the ability to teleport items between to and from the freighter. I think that's going to be a big key step towards making everything a lot more efficiently. So let's just go down on the distress beacon. If I can see it. This is where I crash into the ground. Oops. Nothing here. There's days I can hate this game. Deleted vessel, emptied, case sensitive, analysis, broadcast. Traveler anomaly detected. Anomaly compliant. Position logged. Well, seeing we're here. Some ship fuel. Wow. Dense carbon. Didn't notice that that was going down so quickly. We'll drop that in. And we'll just hook up the and we got a Corvax casing. Yeah, thank you, game. I need to find, and there was a symbol flashed up very quickly whilst I was looking around. Oh, it's just the flag waving. Thought for a brief moment then there was a creature creeping up on us. Scan. Now I do have missions to scan creatures. Oh, look at that. There's the black hole. Because that's something else I want to try out in maybe the next part or the part after that. Is I want to do a succession of black holes. Because somebody actually posted a comment saying that the black holes always take you towards the center of the galaxy. So that's something else I want to look at. Oh, we got a very technology module there. Just keep scanning. I think we're going to go and collect buried technology modules now. I don't need them for tech anymore because I've got all the tech at long last. Oh no, I've got a little bit of tech still to do, haven't I? So we'll just go and get some more buried technology modules. Let's grab those. Of course, what I'm looking for is cactus plants. Are they cactus plants? Lower copper deposit. Curious deposit. What is a curious deposit? Well, we're going to be curious about the curious deposit, and that thing flashing is, oh, it's telling me. Well, didn't I do that? Let's just do this just to get it out of the way. And that thing's going to stop flashing at me. Right, we've got a bit of dihydrogen gel. We've got some ionized cobalt. I think that can go to the starship. When I've got 500, which I carry with me, I think we're okay. So, why are you still flashing at me? What is up with this thing? Oh, you've got fuel supply. You're telling me you want to do something? Okay. Oops. Actually did 300. Oh, I always thought the maximum output was always 250. I've just learned something. Now you're going to stop flashing at me. No, you're not. Get some dihydrogen. We don't want to upset the local sentinels just at the moment. Actually, we're going to let that run down so I can use that oxygen canister because that's taking up space. That yeah, don't you annoy me because I've got a mission to kill sentinels. There's a plant here that oh, tetracobalt. I might start to like this planet. Oh, this is the ones with the rolling balls. Rare metal elements. Oh, we'll take the rare metal elements. I don't think they're worth that much. Chloride lattice, superoxide cat crystals. Well, we might as well gather them all. I mean, the tetracobalt is worth. And we got a chloride lattice and more tetracobalt. We certainly want the tetracobalt. That's just one, but that's worth quite a lot of cash. And there was a creature on the horizon there. But he disappeared. Ah, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Echino cactus. Another creature. Wait, recording. So what we got here? See, the superoxide crystals aren't worth much, nor's the rare elements, but unless we can break them down. Can we break those down? Let's see what happens. That's only just oxygen. Again, that could be quite a useful item to carry with you because that's 150 oxygen. Rare metals, that's just pure ferrite. Unless you need pure ferrite, so just knock that down. And let's see what the chlorine lattice. Now that could be worth something because chlorine has a higher value. Yeah. So let's check that. So this is saying this is worth 6,150. If we put this in here and we produce 150 chlorine, you can see that's now worth 90,000. I mean, oh, go away. I'm busy. Wait. There's two of them here. As they said, someone once said that I should scan them before I kill them. Yeah, there's the cactus flesh. That's exactly what I'm after. And we skate down the side of the mountain and scan that. Are you the predator? I've got a mission to kill predators. Yeah, there we are. As the music builds. Okay. Yep, return to mission agent. Yep, whoops. Wait, how come they got so hostile so quickly? Didn't even notice that. Yeah, life support 35%. Scan a rock. Yeah, it's a nice big crop of echinacea here. Oh, Paradust. I don't think I quite need you. Carbon. I got. Wow. How to fill your inventory up? Thermal protection falling. I will let that drop so we can use the ion battery. Oh no, wrong thermal protection. Oh, okay, we'll just drop that in there. Right, let's grab the cactus flesh. go on. And grab that one. What the heck? There's something near me. Oh, got you already. I think that is all the encounters. One up here. And another one over here. And a couple over here. I think that's all of them. How much cactus flesh have I got? Oh, more than enough to be going on with, and I've completely filled my inventory up. So I think it's time to actually, what we can do is go. Where's the slime mold? I'll just convert you. Now what I'm going to do is walk back to my starship, because I've just suddenly had a thought about whether I can scan for a crashed freighter again. So what we're going to do is get back to the starship, and I'll see you once we get there. Here we are, we're back to the ship. Now I'm working on the premise that if I come into here and fire off another one of these, it can't send me back to where I'm already stood. So we'll see if we can get another distress beacon. So distress signal detected. Distress beacon. Okay, we're going to give this one a go. I'm aware time is pushing on. Distress beacon. It's only 4 minutes away. I mean, if anyone knows other ways to find crashed freighters, feel free to chuck it in the comments. I mean, I know I can fly across the planet looking, but that can be a little bit frustrating. Once I was tripping over them everywhere, but they seem to have disappeared a little bit at the moment. Ah, wow, what have we got here? Oh. Oh. Wait, I hate you. I want your ship. Hand of the Ancients damaged ship. Friend's starship disconnected. Please find Heartbeat Sheep entity. Appears to be grieving the loss of a valuable ship. Thought the entity faces their awareness. Seems elsewhere. Instead, they appear to address the ship as an offer to investigate. Must be in panic. Indicate the ship is theirs alone. The physical interface would not be welcome. Unable to repair the ship. Investigate the damaged ship. Closer inspection, I noticed that several design similarities between the hull of the ship and the carapace of the nearby electronic lifeform. I wonder what the significance of this vessel is. The starship's failure can be narrowed down to a fault in the electrical exit. So, one glass. Okay. Well, I can make glass. I've got. What's it? I only want one glass, so. Just knock out. We've got loads of this silicate powder. And I'm just going to rattle through here. I patched the breach in the ship's insulation, repairing a critical circuit that's shorted. Sparking ceases immediately. You can give me your ship. They calculate an appropriate reward and dismiss me. Is that it? And our standing with the Corvex increases. And he's gone. Oh well, looks like I'm going to have to find freighters the hard way. Put that in the high capacity. capacity must be full. Microprocessor. Nothing found. Wow. Definitely got to have a bit of a good clear out here and go and sell some of this stuff. And I need to put those superconductors into my vaults. We got number 29 nanites. Right, let's get up into space. I think just to wind this video up, we're going to go and sell off some of this stuff and, well, cash in a couple of missions as well. Hostile subspace scan failed. I'm just going to jump out. Stop flashing. What is this to do with the fact that that's not totally full up? It's telling me that it's nope, still flashing. Right, the first thing we're going to need to do is get in here and sell off some stuff. Semiconductors, silver. Where's the? I think we'll sell this carbon crystal. Don't really need it, and we got the activated cadmium. I think we'll sell that as well. Of course, we'll sell the feline lip. I've got so much oxygen I don't know what to do with, so like that. I think we'll sell the chlorine as well. Got cadmium, I'll put that in my vaults. Where is the ionized cobalt? I think if we sell just over 1,000 of this, if we sell like 1,006 of this, that leaves me enough in my inventory to actually we can probably sell about 1,100. It's 1050. That gets me back over 100 million. And we've got positronic module. Oh, I've got a Corvex casing. I think we're just come here. Give you a gift. That should improve my standing. Didn't need to do it, but it's something different from just selling them. And you're going to give me a super word because you love me. And what we're going to do now is just cash these missions in. And in missions, so we got 3 for killing predators, 1 for scanning 6 creatures. So we killed 1 predator and got 3 missions finished. So our standing with the Mercenaries Guild has improved. We got some superconductors as well, which is going to be worth something. And we're certainly going to get those 5 superconductors. They can go in my vaults for advanced manufacturing. I've got another 300,000. So the money's starting to roll in now. And so a quick look at the missions. Hunt pirates, unearth ancient artifacts. That could be quite useful. Collect 1 unstable gel. That give me 5 nitrogen salts. That might be worth considering doing, but I won't be doing that in this part. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. As I say, if you've got any tips on finding freighters, feel free to chuck it in the comments. I think that's it. Until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.